Hey everyone, welcome back to the bench and to this new series. And in this new series, I thought we'd look at what is this, or how does this work, or how do you do that, or Jim asks a question. And today I thought we'd look at tumblers. Why tumblers? Because, well, the main reason why we're looking at tumblers today is actually it's more of a selfish personal reason. Is the other day I was playing around with it and I wanted to know the difference in the different shots I've got. Now, what is shot? I'll show you in a minute down here. But I wanted to know the difference between two because I was trying to polish patina and keep the patina and not remove it and polish it up so it goes a nice gunmetal. And I just started doing experiments and I thought, you know what? I bet my viewers are going to want to see this, especially someone who doesn't have a tumbler and is considering getting a tumbler and wants to see what it does with wire jewellery. So, but what is a tumbler, I hear? So for you people out there who don't know what a tumbler is, that's a tumbler just there. Now this one is made by Lotto. This is the most common one. You'll see this around Rio Grande or have it. Cooksons and Gold. So this is like the most common one, but there are others out there. I have seen some in YouTube videos through silversmiths that use some stuff that's slightly different, but that's predominantly what you're going to come across is this. And what is it? So really, it's a rubber drum, and you fill the rubber drum with metal shot, water, and some barreling fluid or a cleaning fluid of sorts, and then you tumble everything, so as you can just see. And this motor tumbles it. And you tumble it for a period of time. Now, that period of time there's various different ideas of how long you tumble. And it's something that you will come up with yourself the more you do this, and you'll develop your own ways of tumbling. But basically, that's a tumbler. So what is a tumbler's prime function is, as I said, polishing. That's what it does. It saves you a lot of time and it polishes. And it can get a really deep shine on it as well. Wonderful deep shine to save yourself all that muscle and arm power. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to get the Dremel out. This thing will polish things to a really, really, really good deep shine. And also, what else does it do? So its other main function, I would say, is work hardening. If you're creating earring hoops or little tiny, head pins, things like that need work hardening that are quite small, stick them in there for 20 minutes, a half hour. That's going to really help work harden stuff up. So that's just another one. Its main functions is definitely work hardening. And also, it will get rid of burrs and slightly round edges off as well. So this is one time you've got to be careful with it as well. If you're looking to keep very sharp points on your jewellery, you might not want to tumble it for too long because it will slightly round those edges off. But also it could be something you're looking for within the work, so it could become part of the design processor to round the edges off as well. So yeah, that's what it's about. Great. Those little burrs that you might not see or get, that's going to sort it out as well. And also it cleans. It's basically one of its main functions next to polishing is cleaning as well. So you can use these special liquids, these like the soaps, barreling liquid. You can even use washing up liquid, I think, on it as well. And it basically will clean and remove patina. So that there is a process there that can become part of your design to remove the patina, but also it can keep patina. It can polish patina. Like I said, this is how this came out as an experiment. I was playing around to learn how to keep patina. Because when you do polish patina up, it goes this wonderful, shiny, really dark grey gunmetal kind of style, and I really quite like it, and I really like to keep it sometimes. So that's kind of how, like I say, how this video came about. I was experimenting to see, we're using the different kinds of shot, what the tumbler did. So yeah, like I say, cleaning gets rid of all the grease as well. That's the other thing, obviously, because you're using barreling, you're using some form of soap in there, so all the grease off your fingers comes off, and just helps put that shine in really nice and deep. And like I said, the main reason, consistency and time. You can get, depending on the size of your piece, you can get a few pieces in here, 3 or 4 pieces in one go, and to save yourself loads. In fact, if you don't patina and you're not, and that's it, I just wouldn't even bother with sandpaper, and straight into the tumbler, straight on, polished, job done. You don't have to do any polishing. This thing does it all for you. Now, that does come with one warning though. One of the big warnings is tumbling stones. So obviously if you're making like a pendant and you've got a stone in it, Lonely Soldier doesn't recommend you tumble it. But under the counter, if you're careful, you can get away with it. Now, I wouldn't tumble any soft stones, malachite, turquoise, all of that. Just forget about it. Out the window. Don't even bother going near the tumbler. Don't even show the tumbler to them. Don't do it, because you're just going to ruin them. But if it's like an agate or labrador, I spit my words out there. I've been trying to say this, this is about the 5th take, and I keep saying labradorite wrong. There I go. I did it. I said it. Anyway, yeah, you can get away with stuff like that. 10 to 15 to 20 minutes max on the tumble as well. So you can. I have done it, but shh, don't tell anybody, because I think those silversmiths will probably tell me off for doing it. But you know, under the counter advice here that I don't recommend, you can get away with it. But officially, Lonely Soldier says don't tumble stones. But yeah, just tumble metal. Right, what do you put in it? Shot. Let's have a look down here. Let's have a look at these shots. So this is what you put in it. I've got 2 different types here. I've also got a finer shot and I've got a heavier gauge shot. And like I said, this is how this experiment come around. I've had this and I was like, what does what? How does it affect the jewellery? Which is best for what? And it was really about not removing patina. I don't want to remove patina. I wanted to polish the patina up. And so I decided, add water, don't add water. There's lots of different variations of doing this. So I did a bit of an experiment, filmed it all for you guys to show you what basically different effects these 2 different shots do. So there's lots of different other things out there you can use. I've heard people use rice for when polishing patina. So yeah, I recommend look around YouTube, especially the silversmiths. They're going to have a lot more on tumbling. I'm just scratching the surface of what I do and how I use it as well. But yeah, I recommend it's another one of those subjects where you need to really delve deep in all the different YouTube jewelers out there and see how they use it. So right, how did I use it? So let's get into my experiment and let me get tumbling stuff.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Well, I think everything turned out okay. That came out nice. The small shot one did turn out rather nice, and I think it looks really good. I'm really into polishing this patina. Like I said, this was what this experiment was all about, was to see what the shot did, the 2 different shots did to when polishing patina. So like first one there, small shot, and here comes the second one. So the second one here is the large shot. So really, there's not much difference between the 2. You really can't see much difference on the camera, but if you look up closely in real life, that actually the one with the large shot, you can see some of the copper coming through in places. You can just about see it around the top end, around by the spiral at the top end there. That's where you can see some of the copper coming through. So my conclusion out of these 2 then is, yeah, do you want to keep patina? Definitely to dry tumble. And I recommend the smaller shot over the larger shot. But then I need to work on some other pieces as well to see what other size pieces do and come out right. But yeah, in this quick test here, the small shot won.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So here we go. This is the earring with the small shot. Had a pair of earrings in there, and I've just chosen the one to show you here. No, it's come out all right, actually. It's got a nice satin finish to it. It doesn't look too bad. I'm not going to complain about it, but it's not exactly what I'd expected. So here you come. Here comes the large one in with the large shot. Now, I do apologise. They are two different pieces of jewellery, so it's very difficult to completely compare them. But you can see with the bracelet itself, or the cuff, that it's a little bit duller. It's not quite come forward as well. And I also think it's gone a little bit dirtier as well, because there's no cleaning fluid in there as well. So as it's tumbling that patina around, it's putting that patina dust everywhere as well. So to be honest, I don't think I'll be doing this again. I just needed to see how it looked with the dry tumble, with patina removed. I just wanted to know what it looked like and if it was worth doing. So to be honest, it's not worth doing. If I'm dry tumbling, I'll be just keeping the patina. But yeah, it come out right. They're not horrible. They're not terrible. Right, let's on to the next one.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah, you know we in here.
So here we have the results of no barrel in liquid. We're using just the small shot. I think it's come out really well. Still got a nice deep shine, and it's a good testament towards the small shot. I think the small shot does a fantastic job of polishing up. It really does. But yeah, it looks really great. I'm quite surprised at how quite shiny it came out. But there is a but. Obviously, there is a massive but, and here it comes. And that is barrel in liquid. Look at the difference. Massive difference between the two. Huge. That barrel in liquid has just brought out a deep shine that, you're just not going to get without it. You really aren't. So the results of this experiment is that barrel in liquid is the one to use. You really do need to use it. And also the small shot is doing a fantastic job as well. I think it looks fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to be using barrel in liquid more often. And as you can see, it's removed all the grease, the grime, all the crap in between. And obviously this wasn't even patinaed as well. So it's actually taken away your standard patina, and the natural patina that would turn up on it. But yeah, good results, worked out well. Barrel in liquid for the win. Right, let's get on to the next one.
Let's get ready to rumble!
There we go. It's just water and large shot. Actually, there's some merit there with it, because actually if you look at it, it's got a nice deep shine on it. It's come out quite well. I'm quite pleased with it, and actually hasn't removed any of the patina. Patina has stayed there as well, because the problem with tumbling, you can remove patina. So here comes the second piece with barrel in liquid. Now I do apologise, it doesn't look so good on camera as it does in real life. There is actually quite a nice shine to it in many places on it. It just doesn't seem to have picked up well on camera, and it looks a little dirty as well, actually. I think the patina is a lot more darker in real life. But otherwise, yeah, it's come out okay. It works well. It's one of those things where I actually now need to do a side-by-side with small shots. There is no test 5. I do apologise. That's for a video another day, where we will test between small shot and large shot and barreling liquid. But otherwise, generally, it works really well. There's really not much difference between the two. It really isn't. Overall, I think it was a good test, and now I know what to use and when to use it. Well, there you go. My conclusion is, after doing all those experiments, is that definitely going to be using barrel in liquid more often. I haven't used enough of it, and I tell you what deep shine this gives. I'm going to have to go get some washing up liquid. I'm going to have to do another video now, just a quick short to find out which one works better. I got a funny feeling this is going to work best. So yeah, highly recommend using the barreling liquid. Now, when it comes to polishing, just polishing with the barreling liquid, I'm probably going to say to the larger shot using that one. The reason being is I can keep the smaller shot dry, ready to go for dry polishing. Because there's those times, like I said, that I want to keep the patina. I want to keep it that nice gunmetal. So really, yeah, my conclusion is on the dry polishing, going to stick with this. Going to stick with the smaller stuff. And when I'm doing my normal polishing, wet polishing, I'm going to go for the slightly larger one as well. So just to keep that one, because like I said, I don't know if you noticed earlier on when I did the close-up, when I showed you the shots, you might have looked and seen a little bit of rust turned up on that. I'm a bit disappointed with myself because it came down to drying them. So when I dry these out, I lay them out on a kitchen towel, or I've got some blue towel down there. Just lay them out flat, just leave them there for a day or two, and then just to dry them all out completely. Now, I forgot to do that with this. I left it in the sieve, came in this morning, tipped them all back out. They were dry, but it came in, tipped out, and at the bottom, and it wasn't actually this, it was the sieve. The sieve rusted and is now put some rust on that. But to be honest, next time I pop it into the tumbler, that will disappear. But yeah, look after your shot. It can get rusty. It's like anything. Look after your tools. But yeah, my conclusion is I love tumbling. It does save a lot of time and effort, and yeah, you can tumble patina, and more tumbling experiments to come. There really is. I do need to experiment a little bit more. But nice one, people. Thank you for joining me on this little tumbling adventure. I look forward to seeing you all back at the bench very soon. And I do believe the next video, we're going to look at how to use hammers properly. Another basic skills, just a simple design, but really we're going to focus on how to work and how to use a hammer. Nice one, people. See you back at the bench soon. Take care. Bye-bye. As usual, I'd like a massive thank you to everybody out there who helps to keep this channel going, especially everybody over at Patreon and Buy Me a Cup of Tea. Your help goes a long way. It really does. I have very special thanks to Yasmin Khan, Wendy Cheverton, Vivian Hussey, Loretta Morgan, Sandra Lane, Ruby, Roxanne Coyne, Nutty Beda, Nicola Kim, Matthew Smith, Kyle Fry, Joyce, Jill, Jennifer Smith, Jamie Cresdy, Jennifer Harworth, Jennifer Roosh, Elizabeth Polk, Deborah Ensor, Amanda Ryan, Nice to See, Jenny N, Norm Fox, Janine Piper, Sue Corrie, and Kyla. Your help goes a long way in keeping this channel going. I thank you.